Christchurch City Council has agreed to reconsider how it manages traffic through the city's northern suburbs when the Christchurch Northern Corridor opens next year. It comes after pressure from residents who say existing plans put cars before communities. Katie Todd reports.
Christchurch City Councillors encountered an unusual obstacle as they walked into their building this morning. A mock pedestrian crossing blocking their access to the stairs and signs reading "Dump the Demp," held by local protesters along with members of environmental lobby group Extinction Rebellion. The DEMP, short for the rather wordy Downstream Effects Management Plan, contains ideas to keep the city's northern suburbs safe as it faces a 30% jump in traffic when the Christchurch Northern Motorway opens next year. But while the plan includes lower speed zones and upgraded intersections, protesters say it's narrow thinking and too focused on cars instead of people. Residents like Emma Twaddle say the plan hardly caters for public transport users and cyclists.
Yeah, we want a plan that moves people, not cars. We think that the DEMP is all based around mitigating cars, and we don't think the focus is right. We think the focus needs to be on moving people. Today, councillors showed they're listening by passing a resolution to consider a park and ride system and peak time bus lanes on main streets. They also resolved to look at a congestion levy to manage future traffic demand. Councillor Mike Davidson says locals must come first, ahead of visitors wanting to get in and out of the city quickly.
We cannot build roads that create poorer outcomes for the community. We have a community that wants a walkable and bikeable environment, a people-friendly community, not an environment that is dominated by cars with their emissions and noise.
The resolution passed unanimously to the elation of the protesters. But Councillor Aaron Kewen says there must be more than just a token effort to convince people to take public transport.
But I'm going to put out some warnings. Unless the work we do around public transport is radical, people won't catch the bus. They don't catch the bus now. They're not interested in catching the bus.
Protester Mike Wilson says he's relieved with today's council decision to put its people first and deal with other consequences later. But he says the real test will be if it can delay the opening of the motorway, if it can't get all the public transport projects finished in time.
Finally, the council and even the planners realised that Cranford Street and the surrounding areas can't deal with the amount of traffic that they were going to put on the streets, whilst also having a safe community for people to live and access around. I mean, who knows? It's a real tight time frame to actually get everything put in place, but they do have the option of not opening it.
The council says it will work closely with residents as they put together the new plans. In Christchurch, for Checkpoint, ko Katie Todd, tēnei.